So when I first graduated, I moved back to Portland, Oregon from Buffalo, where I was in dental school, and was in a residency there for about 5 months. We had always planned on doing the startup in Portland. Born and raised in the area, we knew Portland was our home, and that's where we started our process. So we did our business plan, demographics, site search. We even had financing on the line. And we came to the conclusion that we're making the right decision in the wrong place. And so we kind of sat back and said, well, where's the right place for us to do this? And that was Wilmington, North Carolina for us. And so we ended up calling Jamie and Ideal Practice. It was really cool. They put it on pause. Like, he just said, whatever you need, we're here for you to support you with how you want to do your startup. And so when we moved to Wilmington, I was still at a place in my career as a dentist where I still felt like I wasn't ready to be on my own. And during that year and a half, it just reinforced over and over again as an associate why I wanted to run my own business. Because of the environment that I was in, the way that the staff were treated, there was a ton of staff turnover, constant changes to my schedule and the way that I was able to deliver dentistry, the cases that I was allowed to do in that practice. It was all at the whim of the owner. I knew that I had to do it for myself so that I could enact my vision. They remade my business plan, they redid my demographics, like they were so supportive. And through that process, now I have a practice literally of my dreams. Like, I still like to come into my office when nobody is here and just do a lap in my office and just kind of recognize how amazing this is. Anybody who walks in my front door is asked if they want a tour. It doesn't matter if they're trying to sell me essential oils or if they're a patient or a vendor. I take everybody on a tour because I love this space, I love what we've created, and I want to show every human being possible. My wife is an artist, and so she gets to paint and she gets to do her art business. Originally, when we did our startup, she was going to be pretty integral in the process, but we realized through the startup process, as we started getting things moving, as she was answering phones and working here, she didn't have a passion for it. It's actually really fun now that she's doing her own art business that we get to go home and collaborate on our passions. It was very clear that Ideal Practices cares about the dentist and his vision for his practice more than anything. And that's just, there can't be any better proof of that than me realizing that my vision for my practice was in a different coast. And they went straight with it like it was just part of the process. The culture here is laid back and very neighborly, and people here are very supportive. We love that, and that's something that I'm really excited to be a part of here, and just being really established, positive members of our community. So there were days where we were getting 8 to 10 new patients calling, and we're just like, this is amazing, this is going to be the best startup ever. And then there were days where it was crickets, and you're sitting in your office kind of twiddling your thumbs going, oh, that's right, it's a startup. Like, I got a lot of work to do here. The really nice thing was that we had a really good plan in place for advertising and marketing to bring patients in. We knew what we needed to do, we knew how we were going to achieve it, and so having faith in that plan helped the cricket days, and it made the days where the phones were ringing off the hook really exciting. Stacy, my startup MBA advisor, she called me, she's like, hey, by the way, you produced $1 million in your first 12 months. And I was like, when did that happen? She's like, 2 months ago. I was like, oh, wow. It's kind of still surreal that I was able to accomplish that. To be able to do that here with a brand new startup is a testament to the team I've put together, to the design of the office, to the people I work with that do my marketing and my advertising with me. And so it's really cool to be surrounded by such an awesome team that has helped to create that. So it's something that I take very seriously, and we talk about morale and we work on it and we work on our vision, and that everybody here treats everybody within the practice vision so that everybody goes home and then can treat more people that way too. So that's something that as an entrepreneur and as the boss, I can impart that into them as well.